So this move here, I'll repeat what I just said. So we're going to learn the Bluff Pass. And essentially what that is we're just going to pick up one card and have the person think that they're returning a card to the center of the deck. And the reason that we learn the dribble is because if we have someone select a card from a spread, say they choose the 7 of clubs, and we say, all right, go ahead and put it back into the middle. How do they know that's the middle? Like, what are you doing? It looks like you're changing it up. But if we have them choose a card from a dribble, so they say, all right, stop there. All right, we can go ahead and take that. They'll take the 2. And just after the dribble, now it's a similar move where we're picking cards up and moving it. It sells the move better that it's returning somewhere to the middle. So how we're going to do that? At this point, you don't have to take a card out of the deck, but at this point, a card has been selected, right? So we've dribbled, someone has said stop, and now it's out of the deck, all right? So now we're going to learn the second part of the trick. As they're either looking at the card or showing the card to someone else, we're going to want to get a break under the top card, right? So how we're going to do that is we're going to hold the deck in our left hand. And for people watching online, there's a tutorial on pinky and thumb breaks that you can look at if this is not clear enough. What we're going to do is just keep in your left hand here. You're going to use your left thumb to push off the top card, just one card over a little bit. And then you're going to drag it back. But when you bring it back, you're going to want to have your pinky underneath the card in the back corner. And this is going to feel really awkward. If you want to use 2 hands, that might help. So your right hand here is to help, to push it back. But your left pinky is going to want to be underneath that top card, between that first card and the second card. And it can be pretty big. So right now, my whole pinky's in there, but these guys over here shouldn't be able to tell that I have a break at all. So you can make it pretty big at first. Okay, cool. So now we want to pick up the cards as if we're picking up a chunk of cards. So if I were to pick up a chunk, well, how I like to do is you lift up and then you bring it back. So we're going to lift up that one card the same way. So again, as the person's looking at their card here, push one card over, bring it back, catch a break underneath it. How you're going to grip it is bring this right hand over top, thumb on the back edge. I like to put it sideways rather than straight up and down. Put the thumb sideways along the back edge. Put these 4 fingers, including your index finger, on the front edge like this. Right? So now when I pick up one card, you guys can't tell because these fingers are in the way blocking. You can't tell if I have the whole deck, 5 cards, 1 card. So you want these fingers to cover the front edge. So if you just grip the card like this, that's going to give away that you only have 1. So you're going to want to extend those fingers a little lower. So I grip it mainly with my index finger and my middle finger on the front left corner of the deck like that. Perfect. So yep, so this hand, just come over top, thumb on the back edge here. Those fingers on the top left, so these fingers on the top left. You're just going to pick it up and keep these fingers closed. So any way you want, yeah. It might be easier instead of doing your hand from the back to kind of like come in from the side. As if you're just grabbing it from the side and then boom. So this hand doesn't have to be back at all. It can actually directly come from the side because these fingers will cover the cards up top. Awesome. So when we have this here, we're going to again lift just that one card straight up and then bring it back. All right, so we're going to lift it up as if we had many cards. So up and back, and I tilt it a little down, not completely vertical, not completely horizontal, but a little bit down. And you're going to want to tilt this deck down at about the same angle, like 45 degrees. Because if you keep it flat and they see the whole front edge, they know they're not taking a card from the middle, right? Because if I picked it up like this, you can tell that there's fewer cards. So when you're just picking up one card, you're going to tilt this down. So all they're seeing is really the back of a card, and they don't know how many are still left in the deck. And I've never had anyone question me on this, especially after doing it after the dribble. Right? So we learned that dribble. You're like, all right, go ahead and return your card to the middle. At this point, they'll put their card here. This next part's the more difficult part. We'll take it slow. So what you're going to do now is you're going to bring this right hand back to the deck. But as you do that, this left hand here, your thumb on the side here, is going to push up on about half the cards. Try to grab about half the cards there. Perfect. Right? And now what you're going to do, we're going to take this really slow and then we'll get faster at it. You're going to bring this right hand down and line it up. So basically like put that card on top. So now my right hand's over all of these cards that I just lifted up. And you'll pick those up and as best you can dribble those. And so what that does is sell that you put the card somewhere in the middle. So say their card is the 7 of hearts, right? So I push off, get that break. I say, remember, you go slow with it. I lift up like this. Say, go ahead and put your card in the middle. They put it here. I'll take it really slow. Come down. Now I lift. Now I line up. Now I dribble. And say, all right, your card's somewhere in the middle. So just by picking up half the cards there, it's like you come back and dribble many cards to show, okay, it's lost there. When really, it's second to the top now. Does that make sense? And you'll get faster at this. I'm not super great at this move. Okay, we'll pick it up here. So I pick it up. They put it here in the middle. And I come back down with it and say, as I messed up, right? That's okay. Say it's lost somewhere in the middle. And this move is very angle sensitive for people sitting either to your left or to the right, because they can see that you're just picking up the one card, but for someone that you're performing for straight in front of you, they shouldn't see it. So sometimes I come straight down here, pick up all those cards, and then once I get them lined up, then I'll turn as I dribble to show the person, like, look how many cards I had, right? From the front, they don't see anything, and then boom, watch me dribble. So that's when I rotate at the end.